Welcome to another set of games here as we start off the last week of April here in MLB. The 24th of April, we're going to start the last week here with the Rockies against Cleveland. Call them up. Call them up. Not yet. Not time yet. But the draft is in 75 days still. So can't wait to see when we get there. Colorado, who is 9-14, will take on the 13-9 Cleveland Indians, who have, not Indians, Guardians. Come on, Juan, get it together. 6-game win streak for the Guardians so far. Meanwhile, the Rockies are on the other. They're not terrible, but the pitching has not been great spots for them. They're on a 4-game losing streak so far, so they're having one. They want this series. They want to end their losing streak, and end Cleveland's winning streak. So let's get to it, as it's going to be all late games today, 6:10 Eastern Standard Time. For me, it's 3 o'clock over there, 6:10 or 5:10. I don't know. I'm not good with that time. So let's get it going. Let's get a quick manage into this one here. This is Cleveland against Colorado. Let's see. It looks like Colorado's pitching, not on wood, is not going terrible. They've allowed 5 runs already. But so far, it's a shutout right now. Well, never mind. I just jinxed it. I jinxed them right there. We're going to do a pitching change. We're going to let in, not Toussaint, we're going to do De Los Santos. De Los Santos coming in to hold in it. He's holding him in so far, allowing a run there. It looks right now like Cleveland's going to try to get this one and walk out of here. They're going to bring in Emmanuel Clase to get the save. And there it is, a win for Cleveland. The Guardians are going to improve their win streak. Andres Jimenez gets the home run, 2 RBIs, player of the game. Antonio Sensantala will get the loss, but Kyle Cantro will be the hero for his squad here. I just want to take a look at these stats real carefully, because their starting pitching has been the problem. And I thought, I got to remove some situations. I got to move people here. He only went 3 innings pitched. That's bad. Urena, who's been released by the Colorado Rockies, here in the series, he's been someone that they've relied to get just innings out of. And I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's move on to the next one. The Rockies pitching is not looking good. There might be a move for the free agent that we signed up from them. 6:40 game. I see a 6:40 game. I see 6:35. I'm going to go to my 6:35 game, which is Baltimore and Boston. Baltimore. This is a big series for Boston. They can win this. They get 3 games here. They get to 10-16. Move Boston to 11. Baltimore to 11-13. Baltimore has lost. They lost 2 in a row so far. Boston has lost 2 in a row. Baltimore, on the other hand, has lost 2 in a row too. So they both are coming off of losing 2 in a row. But I got the better on Baltimore. I think Baltimore will take this. It's going to be Kluber against Kyle Gibson in this game. Let's see what happens when they face off against each other. And Baltimore started off really well. In real life, they are doing really well too. But Boston is now, there it is, 2-0 lead there. Kyle Gibson is still on the mound. They're going to keep him on. He allowed 2 runs. I think this is where you start to let Kyle Gibson out and you bring in Aiken in. Kluber still in the game. 4-1 right now. Kluber still in the game. There it is. That's Baltimore knocking him out of the game, telling him he stayed in too long. And it's, Baltimore let that one up. Brian Brazier in the game, and you make the pitching change now, bringing Joey Kribel. It's 9-5, and it will be a comeback special on the Kenley Jansen, allowing this one. Did he get the blown save for this one? The Orioles come back and win 10-9. 5 runs in the 9th. Anthony Santander. This man here has been a beast this season for the Orioles. 4 RBIs, a home run. This man's fingerprints were all over it. Kenley Jansen getting the loss. Is this going to be is this going to be a blown save for Kenley? I like Kenley. I don't want to get rid of him as a starter, but second blown save of the year for him. He's got 393 saves. He's better than this, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one to suffer if you're a Boston Red Sox fan. Kenley blowing that one right there, and that goes to 3 straight losses, and Baltimore will improve there. And now you are 10 games under 500. All right, let's see. Next game. That's a tough one to watch. That's a tough one. Baltimore came back in the 9th and said, we got this. 6:40. We're going to go to Tampa Bay and Houston, which I think is the game of these the first 3 days of the week. Houston with a 15-7 record. Tampa Bay, a 15-7 record. They just lost a big series against the White Sox, too. So let's see what happens here when McCullers Jr. takes on Tyler Glasnow. And Houston, okay. Houston already up 2-0. Tampa Bay right now still holding on. That Glasnow can get a couple of innings out of him. And it's a shutout right now so far. And 6 innings win right there. And there it is, 3-2. And now the pitching change will be made. They're going to let Colin Pooch come in. And right now, Pooch allows 1 run. McCullers Jr. still in the game. So now you got to hold it here. Got to find someone to hold it in for you guys. Sean Armstrong coming in. And it's a 2-run game between Houston and Tampa. I'm going to go into it. This is 2 of the better teams in the league. 15-7. They both have 15-7 records. Houston looking to get to 16. Tampa looking to get 16. They've been on hold on 16 because of the White Sox. We're going to see Ryan Presley come into the game. This guy's an automatic closer. Just only 1 blown save, which just recently came through. But so far, 9 for 10 this year. Low ERA, good strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. So here we go. It's going to be Wander Franco who comes up to the mound now. Not the mound, comes up to bat now. Wander Franco got a walk here, 0 for 2. Taking on the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Presley, I don't think he'll blow it. I think he's got this one in the bag. That's my prediction right now. But again, we already saw one game for Red Sox where the closer didn't get the job done. And I wonder if there'll be the theme of today. The closer's not getting the job done. Rangers win an extra inning versus the A's. And there it is. Franco popping that one up on top. And this is already it's already there. It's 1 hit right there. First hit. First batter. First hit. There you go. Wander Franco says, I'm leading that comeback here. Curtis Meade, the young prospect of this squad here. 2 home runs, 9 RBI so far. So PS is pretty good. And the Rays are hoping that this is the beginning of that run right here. Beginning of a chance to come back and take this game. Segura got his 500 career RBI. And Curtis Meade hoping to get an RBI here. Segura. There's a 5 RBI for Kip Ryan Hayes. And here it is. Oh, back to it again. That's going to be a ball there. Presley right now needs to forget about his last game where he blew it up. No, just get this one here. That's a strike right there. And the Astros, Dusty Baker showing why he trusts this man to take him to the promised land, take him back there again. He scored down there. Guardians, they beat the Rockies in that game. I hope they show the Red Sox and Baltimore game. Look at that, 9-10. I hope it. Nah, as you can see now, this BAP is nothing. That is nothing right there. That's just a foul ball. Someone just put cheese in my face, and it did not smell good. The cheese did not smell great. It's a walk right there. Ryan Presley right now falling behind on this. You got to be better than this, man. Come on, step it up. Luke Raley right now. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Don't blow it up. You got no outs right now. 2 runners on base. Christian Betancourt, who is batting under 200. He's not doing a good job. Could be the guy that blows this up for your team, and you might just actually be able to get out of it. And again, another ball. Betancourt has been really bad. He's been really bad this year. He's under 100 average with runners in scoring position. So this could be a double play ball and still keep you in the game. Will keep you winning the game. Sorry, but right now it's not looking great. Tampa Bay about to give Betancourt a chance to be forgiven for the season he's had, for the first month he's had, and there's a strike there. And Dusty Baker watching that, thinking to himself, okay, like, I'm not worried yet. I don't have the bullpen warming up or nothing. I'm ready to close it out here with my guy. And this is going to be at least 1 out, you're hoping, and Betancourt will be out, but the runners advance to second and third. Betancourt didn't get the job, didn't do what they wanted to do, but it could have been a double play. It could have been worse. Now they bring in Josh Lowe, who's been solid this year, very good, 281 average, 3 RBIs, and a home run. A nice big hit is what they hope from here. Not hoping for an out, and that won't really help them unless one of the runners comes in. But an out never helps anybody, you know? And Ryan Presley right now, one of the better closers this year, is struggling to finish this one off against Tampa Bay. Maybe the last game did shake his confidence a little bit. And there's a 1-1 count there. The champs right now trying to hold it through against Tampa Bay. Top up high. Looking at him again, saying, I got this one. Watch this. Back to it again, and there's a 2-2 count now. Josh Lowe's gone 0 for 3 in this game here. He's going to try to deliver something. Was Presley going to play with this or go right for the kill? He's going right for it, and look at that right there. That will bring in both the runners, and Tampa Bay has just tied this game up. Holy hell, and that double for Josh Lowe. 2 RBIs. Ryan Presley right now thinking to himself, crap, what's going on? What is going on with the closers? And that's just not going to be a save for him. And he's still out there in the game right now. They're going to bring in Ryan Stanek to come into this game. ERA's 1, 7 games, 9 innings done. He's got a good strikeout, 12 strikeouts with 7 walks. As Dusty Baker's like, I got to let him do him. I don't know what happened to Presley. Jose Siri, who's been struggling too, 0 for 3 here tonight. A guy I thought I want to keep giving him a chance. I know he's a good fielder, a former Astro. Maybe he can come up big here. But he's been struggling, so I don't know if we keep him up here and just let him go. I'm not sure. He's a good fielder. But this is a chance to win the game here. You got the runner in scoring position right now. Just a big fly to the outfield can get this. Or a double or a single that goes really far. It can get you this win here. Josh Lowe's going to steal third, and he's going to be caught. Safe, my boy. Josh Lowe with his fourth stolen base of the year. Holy hell. He got it. And I don't know if he did, but says he got it. Says he got it, and all Siri has to do is just get past the infield. And you can win this game for your team. This 0 for 3 day will be forgotten. Your whole terrible start will be at least partially forgiven. But let's see what Siri can do. He's a number 9 hitter. You got Randy Arozarena coming up with Stanek walking Siri. Oh, maybe he's setting up a double play. Randy Arozarena coming into this game now with a double in this game. Looking to be the savior. Looking to get that big win. Looking for another comeback win today. Because the Orioles did that on the Red Sox. And now the Rays are looking to get that on the Astros. Phil Madden. It doesn't matter if Madden's on there. If Stanek can't get the job done here. A double play ball ends this and sends us to extra innings. The Rays have a runner on third. It's only 2 out, 1 out. Another one right there. Stanek throwing another one there. He's been known to walk. He's done 8 walks this year already. 12 strikeouts, but 8 walks. And Tampa Bay looking for that comeback win. And another ball. And look at this. Manuel Margot waiting to come into it. And right now, they just have to wait and see what the pitch is. Siri, you better not be thinking about stealing. Don't blow it for this team. Do not blow it for your squad, man. And Arozarena took a big chunk of that one, but nothing at all. And Stanek's got him back where he wants him. It's a 3-2 count with only 1 out. Runners on third and first, and here it is. A ball that will get another walk. You're walking out Arozarena. Come on. Stanek needs to not walk Margot, not 3 back-to-back walks. If that happens, game over. Tampa does a walk-off on a walk. And now Margot can be the hero of the game here. Just send it far away. All you need is 1. All you need is Lowe to make it from third to home. 90 feet. That's all you need to do. Tampa looking for that big win here. Looking at 16 wins, I believe, if they can get this. And there it is. That's going to be the W. Does not matter. And the win for the Rays. They get a win with a walk-off bunt. A walk-off bunt gets the win for the Rays, and they beat the Astros down 4-2 entering the 9th. They find a way to get to Presley. Presley blows the game here for them. Ryan Presley will be given the loss. Sharon Armstrong in the win. The Rays win this and take the series, the start of the series. And big game for Josh Lowe. 2 RBIs. There you go, player of the game. 5-4. The Rays win this one. Tough one for the Astros there. That's another game where Ryan Presley has to figure out what the hell went wrong. as the Astros will move to 15-8, and Tampa Bay will move to 16-7. And that's another blown game for the closers here. Jensen had one over there. This one wasn't because Colorado's pitching was atrocious. But we're going to move on to the next game, which is another 6:40 game in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is going to host, who do they host in? Texas. Texas has been on a streak. Texas has been on a streak. They are not looking to give that streak up. Texas is what, on a 6-game winning streak? Yeah, they're on a 6-game winning streak. Yes, it's been against lesser teams that are struggling, but they don't mind. They don't mind that one bit. Luke Weaver against Nathan Uvalde in this one here. It could be a win for the Rays. Sorry, for the Reds. First place in the West now. They can even get more further ahead in the West with the win here. The Rangers can, because the Astros losing to the Rays in that fashion. It's 1-0 game. Luke Weaver still in it. Valdi still in it. I think you let Luke go one more. Luke's going to hold it in for their Cincinnati. Still has not got a run yet. But you let, yeah, you're going to let him, yeah. Tony Santalin's going to be the guy. And Texas takes advantage of this, of standing and not being able to hold up. And it's, what's going on, man? What's going on, Tony? That's bad. Over 10. And it looks like the Rays will get a complete game shutout from Uvalde on the Reds. 6 strikeouts for Nathan Uvalde. Luke Weaver will get the loss. Texas moves to 15-7 now. They have a better record now than the Astros do. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Texas now has a 15-7 record, while the Astros have a 15-8 record. So a better record for them. That's a win. And they continue. 7 games, 1 in a row for Texas. Okay, now next game we're going to move on to the 7:20 game. Let's see, 7:20. 7:07. We're going to go to Chicago and Toronto. Chicago, the best record in the league so far. And not in real life, but here in the game, they won 16 games and they're 16-6. Meanwhile, Toronto is 12-10. Chicago's won 2 in a row. Toronto has lost. Well, they won 1. Then they won their series against the Yankees. So let's see what Toronto can do against the White Sox here. It could be a tougher series for the White Sox than they think. But it's still Chicago already up 1-0, 2-0, 2-2 game there. Chris Bassett's still in the game. Michael Kopech. It's 4-2. Chicago is leading right now. Kopech, Bassett, Kopech. They're battling it out. They're going to let Bassett get out the game. Yep, we're going to bring in Mitch White. Holding it down. And right now, it's 4-2. 4-3. Toronto has a chance to come back into this. But depends on the moves you make here. Eric Swanson going to come in. It's 4-3. Let's jump into this one in Chicago. Or in Toronto, sorry. Let's jump to this one in Toronto. It's only a 1-run game. 12-10 Toronto against 16-6 Chicago. Best team in the league, the White Sox. They obviously deserve the spotlight. The White Sox, they're winning all these games. You're going to bring in Liam Hendricks, who's blown 3 games already this year. 3. So that's not pretty. 7-10 record. But again, it's early in the season. Record's 3-1. He might blow it, but he still finds a way to get the win. So Whit Merrifield here, stepping up here against Hendricks. You're going to take on the 1, 2, 3 hitters. Toronto sending out their best here to start it off for them. Toronto knows if they can win this series, they can do some damage to the White Sox and make themselves look like a more threatening team, which we do believe Toronto is a playoff team. Do we not? And a hit there. It's possible if he has got that speed. Does that boy got that speed? No, he does not have that speed. And he's out. Out. Merrifield's out right there. And the White Sox right now are going to send in Kevin Kiermaier now. He's got a sacrifice bunt. He's got 5 RBIs this year. He's got a walk and a run in this game, but he's still 0 for 2. So let's see how it goes for Toronto here at home. That's the White Sox, the lead leading. And they win this one, too. They move themselves up even more games in the AL. They move themselves up by 2 games, but still. And there is a Hendricks saying, hey, look, I got 7 saves this year. I've been out here for 10 tries and 10 attempts. I still get the jobs done. And, that knuckle had him looking at and just looking at the sides like, what the It just passed by me. And Hendricks, I call him Kendricks, but it's Hendricks. Getting that K. See what I did there? That's why I call him Kendricks, because I see Ks. He gets the strikeouts. That's what he gets. Strikeouts are his look at that. Yeah, you could check swing, but it's still strike down the middle. And with 2 outs now, Bo Bichetti steps into it. By him, Bo Bo might need to just go for it here. 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. Definitely not a problem for Toronto here. He's one of the better players. But Chicago sending out their closer to get them another win. What would this be, 17 or 18 wins? I think 17 would be the 17 wins. 17 or 18, I don't know. The Rays are right behind him, though. Woo, he went for it. I'm just going to say you went for it, my guy. That's it. The White Sox continue to be impressive here on MLB The Show. I know in real life they're not, but they got the win here. Hendricks gets his 8th win of the game. Luis Roberto had a home run and an RBI. Kopech will get the win. Let's see what this moves Chicago to. I know the Rays are right behind them either way. I think Chicago now is 17 wins or 18. I'm where I'm at right now. 17 wins. 17 wins. I think Tampa has 16. 16. Okay, so they're only one game above them. But Chicago 16th win. Toronto needs to figure out why they're up. I mean, 500 in the first season is still fine. It's not great, but it's still fine. All right, 7-10 games. I got a 7:40 game here in Minnesota as the Yankees are coming to town in Minnesota. The Yankees just lost their series against Toronto, so they're definitely looking. They lost their last series too against the Angels. They won their series against Minnesota. No, they tied the series against Minnesota. So the Yankees are a 500 team right now. But Sonny Gray against Luis Severino. The Twins, on the other hand, they swept their series against Washington and then won their series 2-3 against Boston. So definitely a better team here. So let's go New York, Minnesota. Let's see what happens. Severino against Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray has been good this year so far. So let's see if we can continue that. The fuck? Okay. Stanton Gray. So far, here we go. The Yankees still 0-0 game. The Twins, there's a shutout already ended for the Yankees, but Sonny Gray still holding it down. Oh, the Yankees came up on Gray on that one. And now you take Sonny Gray out the game. Bring in Chris Paddock, who we haven't given much innings yet this game. We call him from the minors to see what he can do. And it's 2-3. Let Paddock go out. Paddock's going to go out there. Frankie Montas on the other side. It's a 4-3 game. Are we going to step into this one? You damn right we are. But who do we put in? Lopez or Duran? Lopez or Duran? Let's put in Duran. Let's put in Duran into this game and see what the Twins get. The Twins can end this. They can finish this. Johan Duran, Oswaldo Cabrera. Twins. So let's get off of this one here real quick. And let's see what happens here between the Yankees and the Twins here in Target Field. The Yankees are down by 1, hoping to avoid the loss here. We've already seen 2 closers blow it this week, or today, on Monday. So we'll see what happens here. Strange. Sorry, my friends and I were about to go watch Guardians of the Galaxy, but and right now 3-2 is the count right now. Harrison Bader is on deck. Cabrera holding in right now. Duran, I mean, it said he's the closer. I guess he doesn't have the closer role, so we'll see. And it's a possibility that Cabrera can make it, and no, he won't make it. There's the out there, and the Yankees already got one out there. So good start for I guess Duran with a little shaky. He had him a 3-2 count, but now it's Harrison Bader right now. I trust that he can probably get a hit for the squad of the Yankees. And there is an 102-mile-per-hour fastball. That's fast. Faster than the average car, if it's not in traffic here in Los Angeles. And there's another one right there, 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Getting them going. Saying, hey, I could do all this all day. I can play however we want to play. Got him to swing out that one all the way outside. Harrison Bader strikes out Duran, feeling good about himself, and the Twins are looking like they're about to get this W on the Yankees. Jose Trevino, though, already has a home run with 3 RBIs in this game. It's the main reason the Yankees have anything here. He got to Sonny Gray. And the Yankees are going to find Trevino. Trevino's like, I still got this. I'm keeping us alive. Keeping them alive right now is what he just did. And the Yankees now, not saying no yet, but the odds are not looking like they're in their favor. First pitch swing in there. Kinner Falefa, who is a guy, I know, we can bring the prospect up to replace them and give him less time to play, but we're going to see what he can do. This is a chance for him to play the role of a better player than he's been. A hero for this game in April. And he's going to foul this one out. There's a lot of people here in April. Look at all those fans, virtual fans, loving it. Hoping to see their Twins get a W here and walk out of here with a win. And there it is. 102 mile per hour. Is he going to try to get him to swing at something crazy like he got Bader earlier? Will he do this? Here it goes. Duran. 101 mile per hour fastball down low. Duran's looking at this. This is going to be his 15th pitch of the game. And I've seen that one called before as strikes, but this tonight, not tonight here, not with this umpire here. This umpiring crew says that's not going to be a strike. Nope. And here it is. Bam, that's it. It's just struck out looking. Struck out looking at that one pass, and the Twins get the W. And they're happy with that one. Chris Paddock will get his a win here. Guy like we called up from the minors. Michael King gets the loss, unfortunately. And Duran with the 6th save of the year. Carlos Guerrero is the player of the game. A home run and an RBI. He must have been the big hero for them earlier in the game. The Twins win. The Yankees lose. The Yankees move to 11-12. Minnesota moves to 13-10. All right, so next game we're going to move to is the 6th. Oh, I skipped one of them. No, I have the 6:20 game here in Atlanta. 6:20 Atlanta and Miami. So let's take a look at this NL East matchup here. As the Marlins are going to be playing at. They have been bad the last week. They've lost 6 in a row. They're going to play a team that's really good in Atlanta. The record's not showing how good they are, but they are good. So let's see if the losing streak continues for Miami. And Atlanta, on the other hand, they've had a tough series with Houston. They didn't win, but they won a series against San Diego. They're back here. They're here at home. Anything can happen, honestly. But I don't trust Miami's pitching in this game to do anything for them. The ERA is about 4.8. It's combined. The bullpen's fine. It's just the starting pitching is what's the problem for the squad. Jesus Lazarus, Kyle Wright. And it's a 2-1 game right now. Miami's up. Kyle Wright's going to continue to go into this game. And his ERA is not great for them, but that's why they're going to go to the bullpen here. Joe Jimenez is going to step into this one. Luzardo's still in this one. Joe Jimenez in Atlanta's already up there, 5-2. I told you the Miami starting pitching is a little shaky. It's a 3-5 game. Pitching is JT Chirogos, 6-3. I think we're gonna not jump into this. We're gonna let Iglesias. Is Iglesias in this? Oh, they already put Iglesias in. No, where's my guy? Iglesias is not there. Where's Riceo? He's not in the game. I can't put him in. Oh, that's weird. Maybe he got injured. We're going to let A.J. Minter come into it, and A.J. Minter will hold it down for them. All right, the Braves win this one 16-3. Acuna gets the player of the game, a home run, and RBI. Not bad at all. Not a bad way for him to play. And right now I'm just doing one quick thing here. I got to give my friends directions because he was going to the wrong place. He was going to a different city than we were supposed to meet up, which would have been like a 15-20 minute inconvenience, but still. Kyle Wright gets the win of the game. Jesus Lazaro gets the loss. This will continue a 7-game losing streak for. Is it 7 games now? 7 games for Miami, and Atlanta gets their win here at home. It's a 4-game series, so Miami can still take the series. A lot of games still left to be played. Let's see what we have next. Detroit, Milwaukee. Milwaukee and Detroit. I guess we'll work through Milwaukee here. Or we'll go. It doesn't really matter who we play. Milwaukee, they have won the last 2 games, but before that, this past week, they were a 2-4 team. I mean, you count the San Diego game, they were a 3-4 team, but they got to get better. They're gonna throw out Freddie Peralta, who's been really bad, and the Tigers are gonna throw out a really bad pitcher as well too, in Lorenzen, who hasn't really panned out yet. The average is there, but again, he's 0 for 2. I mean, something's got to get. One of these two pitchers is gonna do good, or I don't know. It could be a really bad game where we see a lot of runs scored. We'll see what happens here to the pitchers. Both fourth in their area, in their divisions. They're both fourth place. So okay, the pitchers are holding on for right now. And I knew Freddie Peralta eventually would figure it out, and he's got the shutout right now. Same with Lorenzen. He's done only 2 runs. He let Peralta keep going, and there's a run allowed there. Now it's a 2-1 game. I think you take out Peralta now. You let Ethan Small, who only came in one. He's only allowed 1 run. Matthew Boyd, and that's it. Milwaukee says we're not putting our closer. We're just gonna get this one like this. We're not putting anything. Freddie Peralta gets player of the game, 8 strikeouts. It's a 2-1 game. They got the win 2-1. So that's gonna help Freddie Peralta's ERA go down. So that's good. It's great. And that's what they needed, and that's what they waited for. And the same thing for Lorenzen. He didn't have a bad game. He just couldn't get the win, unfortunately, and his team lost. I mean, that's not bad. A good pitching matchup between the two, I guess. We're going to move on to the next one. I got an 8:40 game in Arizona. Let's go to Arizona for that one. And we're going to see Kansas City first. They've won 2 games against the Angels, and the Angels beat them once. But their overall record in the last couple games, they are 2-8. Arizona, on the other hand, is looking at this as a way to use it like how Texas used it. Texas used it as a way to launch and get first place in their division. So the Arizona Cardinals are looking to use this as a platform to launch from there. Drake Jamison, the rookie, will get a chance against Jordan Lyles here. Jordan Lyles hasn't won a game yet, but anything can change here. So let's see what happens when these guys face off with each other. And simulate the half. Okay. It's still 0-0 so far. There's Arizona already getting on the board with that 1-0 score. And Jamison, come on, bro. It's 4 runs right there. The rookie has to learn sometime, right? It's a 4-2 game. Jamison's left in the game, and he allowed Kansas City to get into it. That's my fault. I should have taken him out. This is where we bring in Humberto Castellanos. See what he's about. We called him up from the minors. See if he can get some innings out of him. He got some innings out of him. And Jordan Lyles is in the game still for them. And they're going to let him go. Tyler Clark, came in. Jordan Lyles and the Royals will beat the Diamondbacks 11-2. 5 strikeouts. Jamison had that really bad inning. That's what cost them the game, I think. But Arizona now 9-15. Kansas City moved to 7-16. Maybe they got the launching pad against the Angels the other game. We're gonna go to the Angels actually now. The Angels and Oakland. I think Oakland might end their losing streak here. They have a really bad losing streak so far. As you can see, it's already at 10 games. It's more than that. It's got to be more than that. It's 4. This is 6-10. They're at an 11-game losing streak right now, and they're going to bring it up against the Angels, who have a really tough problem facing bad teams. But they're still 14-8. So, Caroline against Canyon. The A's already made a trade at catcher, so definitely bringing in a different team this time. The A's are at just the catcher position. But Langler is still the main guy for them. All right, now the A's are already up 1-0 on the Angels. There's 1-1. Cannon's going to get into the 5th, and there's a 3-1 game. And the Angels are now thinking Cannon's going to stay in. Cannon's staying in, and I think this is where you take him out now. Cannon's going to go out. You're going to bring in Matt Moore. Caprolin is doing well, and there it is. The Angels take control of the game now. It's a 4-3 game. Matt Moore still in the game. Domingo Acevedo. And now you bring in the chance for Estevez to get the close. Last time we saw him come in, he allowed a home run, which brought the Royals back into it. The Angels were able to get the walk-off because of Brandon Drury. So let's see what happens when Estoy Ruiz takes on the Angels, who's been doing okay in real life. But Carlos Estevez also been solid. The Angels up by 1 run. Let's see what the bullpen can do for the Angels. I mean, Matt Moore held it together. The veteran held it together. The Angels don't want the Oakland A's to end this 11-game losing streak. They want to extend it to 12, and the Angels want to get a win. Because if not, they're going to fall behind on the Rangers and the Astros. Well, the Astros lost, but they'll still fall behind the Rangers. Now, Estevez has a 1-1 count here. Here in Anaheim, the Angels have a... I mean, that was an easy part of the schedule. The Royals and then the A's. They're 1-2 so far in that easy part of the schedule. And Griffin County at least got just 3 runs only. Could have been more. It could have been worse for them. And a big hit there by Luis, far away, but look who's gonna get that one. It's a nice one there. The Angels are like, hey, 2 more outs. Shea Langeliers, who definitely is the star of this team, I think. I'm gonna take it there and say that he's got a home run and RBI in this game. 2 home runs so far in the year, 9 RBIs. Definitely one of the bright spots of the A's, and definitely someone that they're going to build around, hopefully. And here comes Estevez. No. A ball there to start that one off. We got this game and 1 more after this, and then we'll be done with this video. You already know this video. These videos take a while. And there's a shot there. Trejo got his 5th home run of the year. Trejo's doing really well for the goddamn Rockies. Maybe that's why we could trade. Maybe that's why they were okay trading Rogers. And the Angels there again. And Neto says, I got you. A little bit of a big time having to pull that one right there. You got to be very flexible to play baseball to do the splits like that. Look at Neto grabbing it. Been known for his defensive plays and his awkward leg. But he gets it there. And the Angels are only 1 more out away from beating the A's here and keeping the A's losing streak going. Tony Kemp, on the other hand, who's 1 for 4, was a guy that was a topic of a trade discussion as well, too, for the A's when we were doing the video this past, the last video that we did. Definitely a guy that could be on the trading block as well. Because, I feel like the A's team, how much worse can it get when you've only won 2 games out of 22 games? You know, how much worse can it get? You just put a team of minor league players out there and hope that a couple of them catch fire and they're actually really good, and then you build up on that. You build up on that team. But here we go right here. Strike 2. Estevez is really close to getting that 3rd strike and getting done with this game and keeping that role as a closer. And there's a hit. Nope, nothing at all. It's going to go right there, and the Angels get a win, and they're going to be okay with that. As this is the wins they need to get. These are the games they need to win. They need to beat these really bad teams. Matt Moore gets the win. Domingo Acevedo will get the loss. Estevez gets his 3rd save. Shohei, player of the game, a home run and RBI. Mike Trout had 2 RBIs, but he was 1 for 4. Shohei was 2 for 4. That's the difference of why he got the player of the game. But 15-8, Angels beat the 2-21 A's, and we're gonna move on to San Francisco, who last week, let's take a look at first at St. Louis, then we'll talk about San Francisco. They got 4 out of the game. They've been good. St. Louis in this game has actually been good. They're going to send in Jack Flaherty, who's been one of their lesser pitchers, against Sean Manaea, who's been a solid piece for San Francisco so far. And the Giants, they are technically right now, they've won. They didn't beat the Mets. They beat the Mets in 2 of those games. They split the series with the Mets. They've been doing really well. So they've had a good week, and they're going to try to continue that as they host the Cardinals here. So let's see how this is going to end. This is the last game of the day here. The 1st place Cardinals against the 3rd place Giants. And the Giants are tied right now 1-1. Never mind, St. Louis opens that up 4-1. Manea's going to keep going. It's 5-1, and I think that's it for him. You bring in Descalafani, who's been really good, but now 6-1. It's there it is, 6-3. And John Brebbia, he allowed a lot of runs there. How is Flattery still in the game? 4 runs, and at this point, you let in Tyler Rogers, who hasn't had any innings pitched yet this year. It's 11-4, 13-4. There's no way they come back. And they scored 3 runs, but not enough to win the game. The Cardinals will win this one 13-7. Paul Goldschmidt, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Sean Manaea will get the loss. Flattery gets the win. And that's it. The Giants will move to 10-13. The Cardinals will move to 14-9. And tomorrow when we come back, we'll have more games for you. We'll continue some of the series that we had. Is there anyone that did not play today that we missed? No, everybody seemed to play. The A's played the Phillies, and Seattle will start their series tomorrow. The Nationals and the Mets will start their series. The Cubs and the Padres start their series. The Dodgers and Pirates will start theirs. And those are the series that we will see start tomorrow. But a good week so far, I think. A couple of closers blew it, but I mean, nothing. We're gonna make nothing big change. We're gonna do.